Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the March 26th City Council meeting, and we all stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Christy, could you have the roll call, please?
Stead.
Here.
Downing.
Here.
Gagne.
Here.
Morissette. Odine.
Here.
Page.
Here.
Watson.
Thank you. Due to the absence of the mayor and the council president tonight, we will need to elect a presiding officer. The floor is open for nominations.
I would like to nominate Ms. Odine to preside over the meeting.
Second.
First and a second for Ms. Odine as presiding officer. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Alderperson Odine will be serving as the presiding officer for this evening's meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bergstrom, and thank you all. First, we've got approval of the minutes, the March 12th, 2019 meeting minutes. I need a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Next, we have approval of the bills with Mr. Downing.
Acting Council President and Council, I move for approval of the bills in the amount of $709,753.07, subject to the comptroller.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Great. And now is our time for public comments. If you've got something you'd like the council to know, please come up to the podium, sign in, and we'd like to hear from you.
It's your name. You already signed in. My name is Elizabeth Bowden. I live at Clark Street, right around the corner. Not even a corner. As a 10 years resident of Clark Street and here in River Falls, I have been very aware of the city's desire to develop this green space across from us. And I am also aware intimately of the unique opportunity that this parcel provides for tourism as well as residents. My desire would be for the parcel to be of benefit and community enhancement. The deterioration of the east bank of the river and Main Street's empty storefronts are not necessarily directly aided as quickly as we might like by this development. The empty Lutheran home, the parking areas, and the empty Nash Finch property are blights to the immediate, are blights as well as solutions to immediate housing needs without the direct impact to the riverfront and community access. I encourage the council to continue to pursue options with existing sources within redevelopment, looking at rezoning residential areas from rental properties around the university. Apartments such as proposed much better serve university students, and I feel would much better serve our community on the end of the river where the university sits and where, as I said, there is empty paved space existing. We've lost green space in other areas, and this loss, as well as the river access, would be hard to reclaim, if not impossible. The shabby shape of things cannot be overlooked. You can stand here and see that the banks of the Main Street on the east side need to be repaired. Rezoning this present property, I feel, is short-sighted, but repurposing existing spaces shows a commitment that would attract new possibilities and encourage people to stay and grow with our community. Please work to improve kayaking and fishing access. Again, from my front yard, I watch people all summer. Actually, now the fishermen are coming, but kayakers dragging their kayaks up the embankment in Veterans Park is not safe for anyone, including the river or the people using it. The Cedar Street access makes a true gateway area into our downtown. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Good evening. My name's Bill Draves. I live at 1015 West Maple Street. I am a Wisconsin native and been living in River Falls for 21 years. Thank you for this forum and your leadership of the city. I'm pleased for you to be the first to know about a public program on Wednesday, April 24th, on the progress of bringing a passenger train to Hudson River Falls. The program will be at 7 p.m. and located in the River Falls Public Library, and it is about the passenger train that will go from Eau Claire to St. Paul. There are some exciting new developments in this area, and we'll tell everybody about them then. But three I wanted to share with you tonight. The first is that Union Pacific Railroad has signed an agreement for its tracks to be used by a private railroad company to provide the service. The second is that we're very excited about Corridor Capital in Chicago working with us to provide the train sets, both the locomotives and the train cars for the project. And then thirdly, the business model for passenger trains has really changed in the last 2 years, and the private sector is taking the lead. Private sector meaning owning both the tracks and the cars and locomotives. And what's going on in Florida and Texas is something that is being a model that we intend to employ here with our train as well. That makes the train more feasible, it makes it more business oriented, and the ridership simply from the college students here, Menominee, Eau Claire, WITC, Chippewa Valley Tech, make those ridership estimates and costs very feasible. So we'll have more news and announcements and full details in the public program. So thank you for your leadership in the community. There is a one-page handout if you would like it. Thanks.
Thank you, Bill. Is there anyone else who has any comments? If not, Julie, I think you've got something for us.
Yes, on tonight's agenda is appointment of the city treasurer position. It's an official of the city, and we recently hired Sarah Carlson, and I'd like to introduce her and have her come up and just say a few words about herself.
Great.
If you don't mind, Sarah, thank you.
Hi there.
Hi.
I'm excited to be here. I met most of you last time, but I'm excited to get an opportunity to stand up here and just tell you a little bit about myself. I have spent the last 15 years working in finance, accounting, and strategy. I started my career at Deloitte, and then I spent the last 8 years at Land O'Lakes. I had various roles there: accounting, strategic consulting, finance, and corporate strategy. I got my undergrad degree from Carlson School of Management and Accounting. I got my MBA from St. Thomas, and I have my CPA. My husband and I live here in town, and we have 3 kids that go to Rocky Branch here. I'm really excited to have the opportunity to work and contribute in the community that we live in.
Well, thank you, Sarah. We're excited
Thank you.
to have you on board. Welcome. Okay, now we move on to the consent agenda, which is acknowledgement of the following minutes. The EMS Advisory Board from last year, from October 1st and December 3rd. The Police and Fire Commission from December 20th. River Falls Housing Authority from February 13th. Planning Commission from January 15th. Historic Preservation Commission from February 13th. Powerful Choices from January 10th and February 14th. West Central Wisconsin Biosolids Facility from February 1st, and the Utility Advisory Board from January 21st. Also, number 3 is resolution approving appointment of city treasurer. Adopting this resolution will appoint Finance Director Sarah Carlson as the city's treasurer. 4 is resolution awarding bid for the 2019 sidewalk, curb, gutter, and structure repair program. Adopting this resolution will award the bid for the 2019 sidewalk repair program to Harmon Concrete in an amount not to exceed $85,000. 5 is the resolution approving temporary no parking zone for Rocky Branch Elementary and temporary school zone for Montessori Academy. Adopting this resolution will establish a temporary no parking zone for Rocky Branch School on Bartosh Lane and a temporary zone for the Montessori Academy on Prairie Drive and Paulson Road. Does anyone want to pull anything? Can I have a motion to approve?
Acting President Odine, I move for approval of the consent agenda, items 2 through 5.
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Great. Then we move on to ordinances and resolutions. Number 6 on our agenda is ordinance 2019-06, which is to amend the official zoning map and future land use map of the comprehensive plan of the City of River Falls for the depot and city station development areas. This is our first reading. It's the first reading with the second reading scheduled for April 9th. Does anyone in the council have any questions or comments? Staff's available to answer any. Okay. Okay, we'll pick it up on for the second reading on April 9th. Number 7 is the resolution approving the general development plan for the depot and city station. Adopting the resolution would approve the general development plan for the depot and city station redevelopment projects. I need a motion to approve? Or is there any,
Need a motion, but the staff is here to answer questions
Okay.
if there are any.
Okay.
Do we need a motion one at a time?
Well, we need a motion to put it on the table, as it were.
All right. So I move that we approve the resolution approving the general development plan for depot and city station.
Do I have a second?
Second?
Okay, open for discussion. Does anyone have anything they want to talk about in this? It's part of the ongoing development of this TIF district. So, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Then we move along to the administrator's report. Are there any questions for Julie? Certainly must be something. We've got kind of a light agenda.
You can ask questions, but I just want to remind people to vote on Tuesday or in the city hall until Friday. So it's a local election and also Wisconsin Supreme Court, I believe, are on the ballot. So
And appellate court.
was it two?
Yep. Can you remind us of the hours that you can vote at City Hall?
So 8 to 5. 8 to 5
Okay, and that's through Friday?
through Friday.
Okay, great, thank you. Anything else for Julie? Then we move on to the comptroller's report. Mr. Bierstead, would you do us the honor?
Yes. General fund revenues through the end of February were $3,085,235 and includes the February property tax settlement and the annual payment for state facilities. Building permits are up over last year due to some large school remodeling projects. Expenditures for the same period were $1,266,985, or 12% of the annual budget, for net revenues over expenditures of $1,818,250.
Thank you. Next, we have an appointment. The mayor would like to reappoint Mark Sams to the Police and Fire Commission through April of 2024.
I move for the approval of Mark Sams to the Police and Fire Commission. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Great. That completes our agenda. I will accept a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Nice.